like, I would say 1 or 2 Nesses that we're kind of used to, but all it takes is another player coming in and being like, oh, here's some other stuff you can do with the character to turn the whole thing on its head.
Yeah, but they're going to be starting off on Battlefield. This is honestly like a really good stage for like Ness to just kind of move around on, right? So really the goal is just like sort of avoiding like a lot of those like sweet zones for Ness where he can control space, like double jump, cancel PK fire. But of course, Clem's like such good platform extensions.
No, absolutely. Clem already starting off a nice little string, but Funk keeping it nice and even, putting on a little bit of pressure here and there, but nothing too definitive just yet.
Yeah, now Clem just needs to be able to get a bit of footing for himself, but that up B out of disadvantage is going to be such a good catch on a jump. If somebody's like throwing out like a rising aerial on your shield, nearly like Clem, that can be like a guaranteed punish just because of how generous the hitbox is.
Ooh, I like what Funk just threw out there, putting a nice way to get on stage while adding about 20% on Clem.
I like the drag down fair idea, but it is going to be unsafe on hit until about 100%. You really want to be going for drag down uphill, whose multi-hits have set knockback.
So tell me, I'm going to say this quietly, but can Clem potentially jump off stage to counter PK Thunder? Okay.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Or let Battlefield handle the whole exchange.
So I'm so glad you brought that up. So it's you can't counter the early parts of PK Thunder because what happens is as soon as Ness hits himself, he has 32 iframes. So he'll just phase through the counter. But you can try to counter late PK Thunder if Ness is forced to acquire from a deep distance.
Oh, I see. Okay. That makes sense. Oh, Funk bringing it back to even here.
But yeah, not going to be stuck on the top platform. Clem trying to apply so much shield pressure. That neutral, that was really good. Like, good timing as well. It's a good idea just to like disengage and get out of it.
And Clem is very scary once they start getting a couple hits on you because, I mean, we have Lyrics. You know, we're sort of used to the Croy idea, but Clem really loves, getting momentum. And boy, do they love getting those stocks. They love getting those stocks just as much as they love those wonderful B reverses that they use to get them.
So cool. That was so cool. But yeah, getting a couple of hits of PK fire neutral as a reset. Get a lot of damage from
slightly biased commentary. Yeah, no. It's cool. Yeah.
Yep. Listen, this is my significant other. This is my girlfriend playing. So
yeah, this is round 1 of tournament. You're fine. I'm just having some fun with it. Don't mind me.
Oh, I am the most unapologetically biased caster you'll ever see.
Oh, I love it.
If I like somebody on the mic, I'm just going to be like, yeah, let's go.
I love to hear it. Oh, that was actually a really good retreating double jump side B. Putting on a little bit of pressure. Yeah.
That PK Thunder was like really scary there for a second. But yeah, Clem just still sustaining the head hit, able to get a jab neutral, gets Funk off stage.
I like the look. Dude, Clem keeping a very good on-stage presence even at these later percents. Still missing the definitive hit, but they're racking on percent. Slowly but surely, this is looking very good for them. All right, evens it up.
And yeah, I feel like Ness still always has the ability to be able to come things back, right?
Oh my God,
from a couple of PK fires from like a tech chase from a jab block. But yeah, now Funk has to come back from a really nasty position, and you can't be swinging. You cannot always be swinging like that. So vulnerable.
I will just say though, good stuff on Clem, but Funk, a player I'm not familiar with, definitely showed, I don't know, a little bit of finesse with the character.
Yeah, I think there some decision making from Funk that could have been just coming from watching another Ness. There were times that Funk was going for neutral to reset situations that could have followed up into kills or bigger punishes and damage, and also a couple of situations where drag down fair was the tool of choice, and in the scenario that up air drag downs would have been able to give them what they're looking for, but then also a neutral to reset in those situations would have been a lot tighter. So. A lot of the falling fair usage from Funk didn't really come into fruition.
Okay. So I'm switching. We're going small battlefield. Ooh, the Roy. Interest. I don't think I've ever seen their Roy.
Yeah, no. Apparently she has been playing it quite a bit this last week. So there is your insider knowledge, but it's going to be just about as good for Roy. It's basically the same matchup in a lot of aspects, except one big thing is going to be how you punish this recovery. Yo-Yo is going to be more of a tool of choice, and you have to be really careful about how you hit Roy's shield a little bit more.
Would Yo-Yo not be efficient in Crom?
You could die. Crom up.
It can just bring you down. That's actually a very good point. I also do gotta draw attention. I love our resident Roy sitting calmly in the background on the couch. Just watching, judging, understanding.
Okay, the wave bound side view there was such a good idea to try to back up and reposition yourself. I love that idea, but Clem was just not able to like accelerate to the left fast enough in time. But now that's Funk off stage, I believe, with no double jump at this point. So that's typically what he'd like once he went off and counted. Up.
Ooh,
PK5.
okay.
Yes.
All right, Funk.
I like the idea though. That would have been like PK5 magnet back. That's classic. It's so much damage.
It's almost unfortunate that this is winners round 1 because Funk, like, showing some good stuff, but Clem is just keeping it locked down.
Who gets that falling up but then only follows it up with a sour one. Yeah, had that been another big up that could have been so much damage, but I feel like Funk has just been unable to really pin Clem down in a corner for like a little bit too long. She has been like successfully jumping back on aggressively.
I would say for every 1 read Funk has, Clem has 2. And that alone is controlling so much of this game. Like, Clem is making such smart defensive options, as we've seen, like, I think 3 times that stock with, like, spot dodging, grabs, parrying moves. Like, they're playing very well right now, but Funk's still answering back.
Yeah, I also just think Clem, for each hit that she's just getting like a way bigger punish for it. That's going to be a bit of a nasty angle, but is going to be able to get the bounce. Gets a second one out there. Such a good parry. I can't believe Funk didn't get like a second multi-hit out.
Yeah, Funk is doing a good job, like, staying alive. I'm not gonna lie, I would be a little bit scared in this position, because Funk has been showing that they can run % on you if they give them a window. But Clem still keeping the stage.
I like the mid range that
secured.
She's just kind of standing at roll distance each time, just waiting for Funk to like double jump fair or like double jump magnet back on, which really is not going to be able to get there in time.
Oh wait, no double jump. Oh, this is not looking great. Okay, we're back to neutral.
I like the dash back there. Would have been able to catch like a roll in had Funk gone for like a bit of a panicky option, but now Funk is going to be the one sitting with a stock lead, sitting pretty confidently. That's a really good floater, but a little bit too slow on the second short hop fair.
Funk playing very well. If this goes game 3, well, maybe it won't, but if this goes game 3, I'm curious if Clem will bring it back to Crom and then, you know, likely how that would go down.
Ooh, Funk that time having a little bit too much aerial drift, just going to be falling out of her own multi-hit.
Don't know what to do, just press up B. He'll do.
Look how much she's just threatening with her own movement. She's just jumping in, constantly making like Funk uncomfortable.
The little tri-hops. All right. Making it back to stage fine, but now the pressure is on the other foot here. Clem doing... Not immediately scared for their stock, but like 1 or 2 hits away from it. Just trying to find a single hit to lead into some big %. It's not looking bad, but it's looking...
Oh, she didn't get the sweet spot of down tilt, but that was such a good, like, just mix-up thing from side B, because it was just, like, catching Funk in the middle of the jump as they went for a really aggressive option. Backfield should...
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should that backfield have killed?
You gotta let him go.
The eye that was maybe a little bit, you know. But it
That's
is
a choice
Goy
where it's after the set.
It is Goy at like 100%. It is now set like 97, so a little enough rage to be able to get it on probably. So I think Clem did a really good job that game. But like the biggest thing, I feel like she, compared to game 1, her punish was not, you know, completely there. I feel like her punish game just started like dropping at like a couple of points, whereas maybe she'd be like more comfortable with Crom follow-ups.
Well, we're going to see not only their Crom, but their counter pick, Yoshi's. Do you have any thoughts on Crom Yoshi's? Because I don't know, they picked it for a reason.
I have thoughts on Crom. I have thoughts on Yoshi's, and the stage is like okay. It is okay. It is frustrating. You can't PK fire out of the corner. Sometimes your PK thunders get a little strange. So it can be a little bit uncomfortable, but Clem obviously like going through like a reason. Maybe she's just really comfortable with platform follow-ups.
I was gonna say we definitely saw a lot of platform follow-ups in the Battlefield game, and I wonder if this is the way of getting around the DSR. Oh, good out of shield up B.
Yeah, Clem that time just sitting in shield, because going for like a dash grab like that could be so committal. Right, you have enough time to sometimes pull out a spot dodge. Ooh, and Funk double jump.
Funk is doing a good job waiting for their ins. They are still not getting... They're not getting exactly what they're looking for all the time, but they're starting to pick up on things.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, Clem immediately responding though with that nice neutral B.
So something Funk can do to definitely like play around that, like traditional edge guard options, just through some more vertical upbeat angles, just to like stall a little bit because you can get a little bit creative with it sometimes. So just trying to do anything you can to make yourself ambiguous. But now Clem once again having Funk in the corner, not anticipating the drop down double jump fairy. So powerful.
The double up special. Doing a good job once again at just starting to spice on this slow, like tick on damage.
I feel like she has a really good idea of like the places that Funk wants to be going through double jump fairy. Like especially like out of disadvantage, but she has just not been able to really pin down the spacing.
But again, like
There it is.
we just keep seeing an instance of Clem keeping their stock alive at a pretty high percent and just racking on it. Oh my god. So, I mean, first 2 stock lead we've seen this set. And Clem is not
That's
content. Oh, to stop here. Funk says, no.
Funk still has no double jump off stage. Crab is so funny, man.
I'm sorry.
Crab is so funny.
I saw that interaction. I'm like, no way. No shot.
Yeah, Funk was a little bit too close to the right side of the stage, just ended up getting like spiked on the ground.
All right, so Clem having some fun.
Listen, it's a big scary hitbox. That thing is huge. It kills you. Like you can plank with it. Like you can do like cloud up be planking out the ledge too.
I didn't see Funk approaching. You know what I mean? Like
It's doing the job. You know.
All right, neutral air going to be taking the stock. This still looks very advantageous, but we saw in the second game Funk just running a stock from a advantageous situation to a disadvantageous situation.
Ooh, yeah.
But Crumb looking at the camera with that back air, securing the stock with a nice 2-stop.
I feel like Funk keeps on like opting to try to land aggressively, like keeps on like double jumping back onto the stage instead of sometimes either like really safely spacing offstage options with like a retreating fin, or you know just going to the stage, recovering high without a button. Clem had a really good idea at the end of like how she wanted to be punishing these buttons. Kept on throwing out F tilts, a lot of F smashes, and a lot of jabs, and Funk kept on jumping into them.
End of the day, having a nice big sword is certainly pretty helpful versus characters that do not.